If you want to travel more without your bank account fighting for its life, then listen closely because this tip will help you. This is the A to B of travel, your 26-day guide to traveling smarter. Today's letter is B for budgeting, and that's the secret sauce to traveling more often. The first thing, have a travel fund. Traveling more is not by vibes, it's not by guesswork, but it's by actually having a separate fund you put money into so that you can have that for traveling. If you can automate it, that's even better. Let savings disappear before you start buying all of those items on your wish list. Also, make sure to use a high yield savings account so that your money can grow while you're funding your travel lifestyle. I use the Monzo HYSA account and it gives me an interest rate of about 3% yearly. So I'm able to gain interest while saving money towards my lifestyle, which is travel. The next tip is to travel during shoulder season. I feel like I've mentioned this a couple of times, but the best time to travel is during shoulder season because it's that sweet spot between peak season and off season where you have less crowds, there are not a lot of tourists, and then prices are not as expensive as they usually are during peak season. And you still get relatively good weather, so it's a win-win. The third point, your free time should determine your destination and not the other way around. One mistake I see a lot of people make is deciding to go to a certain location, not considering whether that's peak season then or even whether they're direct flights or whether the flights are quite expensive. So what you can do is go into Skyscanner, put in the date you'll be available. So let's say you've booked March 3rd to March 7th. That's the time you've booked off leave for work. Go into Skyscanner, put the dates in, and then put your origin destination, London, Manchester, Lagos, wherever that is, and then choose explore everywhere. Once you do that, you're able to see all of the places based on the prices. So then you can actually pick the destination based on the time frame that you have and not just picking the destination just because you want to go there. It might be very expensive to travel there during that period. It's a very good tip, and this is one I used to save. Got a £15 flight sometime in March to Poland. Budgeting for travel doesn't mean you have to suffer. It just means planning smart so you can enjoy your trip without crying every time you look at your bank account. If you're like me though, you will still cry because sometimes we go overboard, but at least not too much. That's B for budgeting, and I'll see you tomorrow for letter C.